Tuesday, Kalukale. My season 20 box set arrived. So that was very good shipping from Amazon, right? It actually shipped a couple of days late because the credit card I used was my PayPal one. I didn't have any money. Let me look up. Hang on, how long it took to get here. Amazon. Again, I am very, very happy and impressed with the service from Amazon. So, track package delivered today. That is correct. Fine. See what update. So it shipped on the 19th. Yeah, it should have shipped on the 16th, but it shipped on the 19th because my credit card, as I said, was I put my PayPal one. I didn't have any money in it, so I needed to transfer money over. Oh no, I changed the card. So that's pretty darn good. Got to me in a week. Very impressed, right? Very impressed. So let's have a look at these videos. Now, firstly, again, even with the shitty logo, the design of these things are fucking gorgeous, right? You got all the information on the back, the normal stuff. But it comes out off, and so you can. I normally store these flat, so I can easily reference what's in it. But yeah, the design involved in this stuff is always excellent. So we got gorgeous front cover, bit of snake dance action going on there. Great bit of was it Terminus? Is this? Yeah. But tell you about Terminus art. See the Captain Rack ship. Oh, I can't wait to get the heaving bosom of Captain Rack, and also the heaving bosom of Tegan, which was doing lots of heaving in that. So you open this up, and you get look at that bit of 5 Doctors. Hate to say it though, this is less impressive than it was now than it was a year ago, because you have this thing called generative fill in Photoshop, where you just it'll just fill it in for you or work it out for you. It's incredible. So yeah, so let's get into the design of this thing, which is they're always freaking awesome, right? So you got fine. So you got this nice 5 Doctors-y thing that opens up. And I like it. They always have a TARDIS background. We got what piece of art have we got here? Yeah. This is a quite a nice season piece of artwork. Look at that. You got Chameleon, you got Snake Dance, you got Terminus, Turlo. That's a really nice piece of artwork, right? Fine. So then you open it one more. You get your general Doctor Who catalog. Thank God it's got that logo on now. We'll look at that in a minute. And then you get your little booklet, right? But we'll look at the booklet in a minute. There you go. A bit of season 20. I don't know why they turned the lights down. I don't remember doing that at all. It's season 20, but okay. Okay. And it's also, all right, they had that console. You didn't get the 5 Doctors console till the end, 5 Doctors. Fine. So let's look at the book. We'll look at the book, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the book. Again, great piece of season 20 artwork. I really like that. I wonder if they have the credit on it, and you get some sexy Nissa shot, the only sexy Nissa shot ever. All Turlo shots are sexy though. Turlo short shorts, baby. We all love Turlo short shorts. We're in Amsterdam. Woohoo! It's only my second year. Things are going well. Good run for Peter Davison. Arc of Infinity. Bit of what was it? Who played Barusa? Was it the Celestial Toymaker? I can't remember. Okay, so what's on the Arc of Infinity disc? Updated special effects from 2007. Okay, audio commentary Peter Davison, Janet Fielding, Sarah Sutton, Colin Baker, Maxwell. Oh, I should really give this a watch. It's not going to be one I start with though. I think music score, making of documentary. Contributors Peter Davis, Sarah Sutton, Colin Baker, presented by Sophie Aldred. Okay, this must be the 2007 release. Behind the Sofa, always love a bit behind the sofa. So you got Peter Davison, Sarah Sutton, Janet Fielding, and Mark Strickson in one group, I assume. Then you got Colin Baker and Sylvester McCoy, and then Katie Manning and Sophie Aldred. Deleted scenes, Omega feature, Omega features, Omega. Saturday Superstore, I love those bits. Russell Harty, Oh, Russell Harty's Christmas party. Oh man, Russell Harty. I miss Russell. He's dead, I think. Yes, he must be. Russell Harty. Let's have a look. Russell Harty. Look, they had in one of the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen a weird sex club where a guy really wasn't into, and the safe word was Russell Harty. So he died in '88. Blimey. It's a long time ago. I mean, like, look at him now. You go, oh, he's clearly gay, right? He must have been like, somewhat closeted. Captain Zepp is on this. What? An excerpt from BBC's internal Christmas tape with Peter Davis in costume on set of children's BBC. Captain Zepp. Woo! Super space detective. Fuck me. Captain Zepp is awesome. They had two Captain Zepps. In a second. And it's kind of like a mystery thing you got to work out yourself. Captain Zepp. Do I have the opening here? Captain Zepp, space detective. Oh man, it's so 80s. I remember my sister had the super hots for Captain Zepp. No, okay, we'll keep moving on. Right, I can't believe there's a bit of Captain Zepp on there though. That's classy. Studio footage. Expanded audio archives, interview with director Ron Jones, PDF archive, which is considerable. Second, but we do get the nice. First you get some stills. Look at that artwork again. I love this little extra bit thrown in. That's a nice bit of work, right? That's a nice bit of kit. Like it a lot. Snake dance. So snake dance. I love snake dance. I mean, again, people they would choose a Martin Clunes clip where we're looking like a twat. I don't think it's fair. He was acting his little heart out. I don't think he did great. I mean, it's a great story. It's a really creepy story. So you got 5.1 sound mix, updated effects, new for the Blu-ray, optional replacement effects for Part 4. What about Parts 1, 2, and 3? I mean, the snake slithering across Tegan's arm into whoever look shit, right? I'll look up Cunning Monkey, see if he's got anything as well. Audio commentary, isolated music score, making of documentary. Although they did have the snake coming out from the arm in Part 4. That looked particularly shit, didn't it? Deleted scenes, Martin Clunes interview, Janet Fielding interviews Martin Clunes. That sounds funny. The Passenger couldn't give a shit. Your Pete Matisse trailer. It's a fucking trailer, Pete. Get a fucking life. It's just a fucking trailer. Making the Passenger. Fuck off. Crystal Bailey interview. Now that's interesting. I think that was a DVD extra, right? 16mm footage. Studio footage, 50th anniversary archive interview with Sarah Sutton and Matthew Waterhouse. Trails of Continuity coming soon. Trailer for Black Garden, trilogy PDF stuff. But yeah, look at this artwork. Beautiful. I mean, just absolutely beautiful, right? I mean, these, again, Pete Matisse, I think, writes these books as well. But like, it's mainly the artwork in them that makes them great. There you go. Poor old Martin Clunes. On every bloody TV show, talk show he's ever going to be on, that will always follow him. You poor bastard, right? Mordred Undead, updated from 2009. They were excellent, right? Audio commentary with Nicholas Courtney, Peter Davison, Mark Strickson, and Eric Sayward. And who was the commentary on Snake Dance? Peter David, Janet Fielding, Sarah Sutton, recorded in 2010. Fine, nothing that important. I say the music score, info text, making of documentary, behind the sofa, deleted scene, deleted edited scene, film trims, outtakes, finding Mark Strickson, that was from the 2010 release, I think. Points of view. I'll be interested in that bit. Barry took on that. Yeah, but still Barry took at the time. Once Upon a Time Lord. What's that? A documentary made in 1982 on the rise of US fandom. Oh, that's interesting. Convention footage, Liberty Hall. Interview with Brigadier Lethbridge Stewart. DVD Easter eggs, whatever they may be, HD photo, PDF archives, fine. So let's have a quick look. Mark Strickson, always looking good. Bit of David Collins there, freaking awesome. There you go, Brig. It was supposed to be in Chester, would have made a lot more sense, right? With in Chester, but you know, William Russell wasn't available. There you go, a bit of 80s Brig that does somewhat mess up unit dating. What can we do? Terminus. Oh, we don't know. We can't be strung on Terminus. More than that, dear Terminus. Get rid of Nissa. She has a bit of a striptease. Love it, baby. Updated effects. Okay, from the 2009 release audio commentary. Peter Davison, Mark Strickland, Sarah Sutton, and Stephen Gallagher. Interesting. See, Stephen Gallagher is an interesting writer. Right? I'm actually looking forward to giving Terminus a new go. Right? Give it a go, darling. You know you want it. I think I'm going to do a review of each disc, or each story at least. I think music score, Infotext, making of documentary. Stephen Gallagher, Mark Strickson, same people on the what's it called again? On the audio commentary. Behind the sofa, in conversation, Matthew Street talks to Sarah Sutton and Sarah Sutton and Janet Fielding. Oh, bit of a 5-doctor threesome. Again, if I was just a little bit older, that'd be much sexier. Sarah Sutton feature it. Oh, you can feature as much as you like, darling. Unused model footage from cutting room floor. Storyboard production images for space sequences. Origin of the Universe, and Patrick Moore looks at behind the Origin of the Universe. DVD Easter eggs, audio archives, an interview with Sarah Sutton, photo gallery, PDF stuff. Again, this story does the impossible. Make Nissa look kind of spankable, right? Kind of spankable if you squint and you're kind of desperate for it. I think I find what's it called again? The big doggy person a little bit. You know, look, call me cosmopolitan. I like something to hang on to, baby. But then he got what's the name? Lisa Goddard, and very early Fashion Narada kind of look. Enlightenment. Oh, I love myself a bit of enlightenment. Let me just pull this up. I need to stand up. Here, 1 second. You know what I'll do? Doctor Who Season 20 Blu-ray. Pull that up. I mean, these are just freaking awesome pieces of artwork they do for these things. Hang on. It comes. Share that screen, baby. There you go. Again, I mean, let's just zoom in and look for a second. Yeah, Dalek, Cybermen. I mean, I guess 5 Doctors. Master, Omega, Mara, Mordred Undead, and Terminus guy. I really don't know what this to start with though, right? I mean, they all look. I'm kind of excited to see all these things, right? I mean, I don't know. This is my era. I really like the season 23 box set, right? I mean, it's really, really my era. Apparently, season 15 is coming in February. We'll look at that next. So Enlightenment, you got updated effects, new 2023 effects for Enlightenment. With SD optional what? New 2023 effects exclusive to Blu-ray in standard definition. Well, why don't we get them in high definition? That's what? That makes no sense. With optional intro from Fiona Cummings. So is that new effects, or did they reuse the stuff from the special edition? I don't know. I guess I got to watch it and find out, right? Because I like the special edition they did, as it happens. Like it's, I mean, a lot of people hate it. I actually really genuinely like the special edition of Enlightenment. Well, maybe I'm just swayed by the wonderful cleavage of Captain Rack, right? And there's a lot to be swayed there, darling. Colin says Peter Davis has mad for Emily to live and die. That I find much more embarrassing. So I have to investigate this. Commentary is Peter Davis and Mark Strickson, Barbara Clegg, writer Barbara Clegg and Fiona Cumming. I say music score, info text, making of documentary with Peter David Jennifer and Mark Strickson, Keith Barron. Oh, that's supposed to be Brian Salis from Last of the Summer Wine originally. Who are we up to? Christopher Brown, Lee John, from Imagination. We're up to. Well, I thought he would have made a good Doctor as well. Costume designer, Dina Colling. Camera supervisor, Alec Will. This is kind of Barbara Clegg and Fiona Cumming behind the sofa. Cast featurette. The cast give their perspective on working on Doctor Who. Well, they liked it. Writer featurette, something about Barbara Clegg. Visual effects featurette. Guardian featurette. Storyboard, film trims, original edit comparison. Breakfast Time. The Doctors, Peter David and Patrick Troughton appear in Breakfast Time on I think there's the 3rd of January 1983. That would make sense. Special edition DVD version, cut down version of the story in SD. I'm like, you couldn't upgrade it with AI. I'm really kind of pissed off about that. Right? I don't know what, like, when they that it must be using the same effects. Like, they couldn't just upgrade it with AI. That's a bit of a rip, right? Yeah, 1 second. Fine. So we get a bit of Keith Barron there. Look, this picture of Tegan. He cut it off before a cleavage, darling. We want to see the Tegan cleavage. We don't see enough of it. This Turlo looks a bit bonkers, but mind you, the Guardian design was, shall we say, unfortunate. There we go. Bit of Lee, what's their name from Imagination, and Captain Rack again. Another very good cleavage, right? Lots of good cleavages in the story. King's Demon. Now I haven't seen that for years. I just remember being reasonably shit, right? Not quite as shit as the what's it called again? What was the other two-parter from the year before? The Black Orchid, right? Reasonably shit. So you got audio commentaries. That's Eric Saber, Peter Davison, Isla Blair. I forgot she was in that. Blimey. And second premiere for part 2 with director Tony Virgo in 2008. Tony Virgo. That's such an 80s name. Hi, I'm Tony Virgo. Infodeck Life got Behind the Sofa, making a documentary. New for Blu-ray. That's interesting. With Peter Davis and Janet Fielding, Mark Strickson. Return to the Bodiam Castle and recall making the story. They made it on location. I remember being very studio bound, right? Linda Barron, Tony Virgo and Frank Windsor, Lord Rainruff, Kristen Villiers as Hugh, and Isla Blair. Man, I can't believe Isla Blair was in that. Nationwide, the Doctors, the original producer Verity Lambert appears with 3 Doctors: Peter David, John Pertwee, and Patrick Troughton. Didn't know any of those. A viewer reacts to Anthony English accent it broadcast on the 25th of March. Was it Saturday Superstore? Peter Davis and Janet Fielding, Mark Strickson, Nationwide Radiophonics, item on BBC Three's Radiophonic Workshop from '83. BBC Longleat Convention. Oh, I bet that's going to be. Oh, yeah, that's a report from it. Longleat Convention footage. Now, that was just before my time in fandom, right? I was a bit too young. But I hear it was kind of miserable. It just kind of sounded miserable. Swap Shop, Starable, Southeast at 6, Breakfast Time, Nicola Bryant. Oh, fanar. Bit of that. More stuff, blimey. BBC News, Davison departs, news around, Southeast at 6, Breakfast Time, Peter Davison, 6 intro with Colin Baker, Breakfast Time, Colin Baker, Australian Convention footage, audio archive, Longleat Radio feature transmitted on 4/4/83, feature on Blackport exhibition transmitted on 4/8/83. and a radio interview with Gerald Flood, King John, and Chameleon. HD photo gallery, anniversary, PDF archives, BBC trails and continuities. Another great little bit of art there. Oh, and yeah, man, we used to wait for like good pieces of art on a Target novelization cover. Now they're everywhere. Bit of Gerald Flood action. Hey, I'm Chameleon and King George. Is that that's a real picture, isn't it? Yeah, real picture taken on location. It's not photoshopped together. It feels kind of photoshopped together, but I think it's a real picture. Maybe. Looks it to me. Maybe. Then the big one, the 5 Doctors, right? Spread over 3 discs. So I've seen the new edit, right? And look, for me, okay, I would like an edit of the 5 Doctors that makes it presentable for a modern audience, which means I want it in widescreen. I would like to have orange skies and like I think maybe a bit of what's the word? Air pollution in the outdoors of the death zone. I think that'll give it a really good, cool look, right? And you know, the time scoot effect should be a triangle, right? It need like the pillar thing doesn't. It needs to be a triangle, right? With the little edges cut, the edges cut off to match the original one. So I've seen the new edit, and it's actually I'm intrigued to hear the audio commentary on it. But there's good to it and bad to it. I'm kind of intrigued to watch the 95 edit next. Anyway, that's what we got on this. So we got disc 7. You got the original 83 broadcast version. Well, that's good. 5.1 sound. Audio commentary 1 is Caroline Ford, Elizabeth Sladen, Nicholas Courtney, and Mark Strickson, recorded in 2007. Where you got David Tennant, Phil Collinson, and Helen Rayner, recorded in 2006. I remember that. That was kind of like an Easter egg. It was really cool. It was a really cool one. The audio archive interview with John Nathan Turner from 83. Celebration. I look at the anniversary celebrations of the making of the 5 Doctors. That was pulled on before from the DVD release. Edited highlights from the recording of the story's climax. Bit of climax with the 4 Doctors presented for the first and only time. What's that? Okay. Yeah. That's better. Not so special effects from the Studio 4 outtakes. The Ties That Bind Us examine the links from the program to the future, narrated by 8th Doctor Paul McGann. This is very 2008 DVD release, right? We're really in that time. Pale Miller 1, Blue Peter, BBC 2 closed down the day of the 20th anniversary. 5 Doctors preview on Breakfast Time. Children Need, Breakfast Time, Saturday Superstore. Charles are going to Breakfast Time again. Cliffhangers and edits, DVD Easter eggs, whatever they may be. PDF archives and HD photo gallery. Do I have my book here that will tell me what the Easter egg? Oh, I got it right here. Let's have a quick look. We'll have a quick look. We're going to go for the 5. No, the Talons. Or maybe I've got to go for the Fs. Give it an F, darling. Give it an F. Where is it? Is this Forces in the 5 Doctors Special Edition? Where is it? This looks like one of the many 5 Doctors. There you go. So the 25th anniversary edition. Where they have the Easter eggs. Trying to find really. Lots of it coming soon. 5 Doctors in the studio. No. Special features. Oh, Easter eggs. There are 2 hidden features on this disc. See Appendix 2 for details. Okay, where's Appendix 2? That's Appendix 3. So this must be Appendix 2. Just tell me. Why didn't you put it on this? That's just annoying. Okay, fine. Second feature, story on a nationwide press left. Revealed Dr. Lou logo. The BBC video item from the special edition VHS edition. VHS. That and the David Tennant commentary. They were the 2 Easter eggs. Fine. So that's one disc. So you got the 40th anniversary edition. It's good. And we've got. Is it my go-to version? Probably. Audio commentary. Who's on the? Exclusive Blu-ray. Peter Davison, Janet Field, and Mark Strickson. I mean, I like them seeing the new versions, right? I think that's interesting. Australian convention footage from '83, Panopticon archives, special panel featuring the 4 Doctors from '93. That was a bit of a bleak time. That was like before we had a sniff of the Paul McGann movie when Doctor was really dead, right? That was when, and it was like the 25th anniversary, the 30th anniversary, and there was like they didn't even have Big Finish to announce yet. It was it was a dark time. Messages as plays Janet Field and Sarah Sarton visit George Royal Bank for their in conversation interviews. That seems like squeezing blood over a stone. Fine. So then you got the '95 special edition. What about the 2007 special edition? With the audio commentary with Terrence Dix and Peter Davison from 2001. Look Who's Driving. I started that, right? It's weird, right? It's Janet Fielding and Sarah Sutton with Peter Davison doing a road trip to a convention. And somebody described it as Victor Meldrew. And yes, that's exactly what it is, right? It's just like grumpy Peter Davison trapped with 2 insane Harringtons. Mark Strickson takes Peter Davison, Janet Fielding, and Sarah Sutton from back to Amsterdam. Do they head to the red light district? Who knows what their stream? Love the Master's Collar, a bit of Richard and Dale action, and Second Doctor and the Brigadier. Interesting combo. Okay, this is why John Nathan-Turner is brilliant, right? That he brought out the waxwork for Tom Baker that everybody would expect to see. That is brilliant. That is John Nathan-Turner at his best. More freaking gorgeous artwork, right? Really, really nice stuff. Do you think the anniversaries triple parter is going to be a multi-doctor thing? It doesn't look like it so far. So that's the book. Anything in this book? Let's have a look. See what's in this book. Yeah, you get more stuff. I wouldn't mind getting that stuff. But that's basically it. Get more stuff. Don't have for Doom. Fuck off. Apparently on the Big Finish podcast, right, they said Nick Briggs said that Doom was Rusty Davis' idea. Nick, mate, fuck off. I don't believe you for a second, right? I really don't, right? I believe he may have said it because he might have said, Russell, I can't say any of this shit. Can I say you invented it? Nobody here. It's just been our podcast. Nobody's going to know. You can always deny it. He goes, yeah, okay, then. Okay, Nick, let me help you out. This is a piece of shit. He didn't. Okay, here's why I don't think Nicholas Briggs in any way not Nicholas Briggs, or even Nicholas Briggs for that matter, Rusty Davis in any way designed Doom. Because say what you want about Rusty Davis, his work isn't shit, right? And Doom is shit. It is relentless shit. So look, it's the Arc of Infinity disc. Again, I just find this stuff interesting, right? I like the whole production design. That's because I'm kind of geeky with that. Bit of snake dance action. I was always disappointed with that third Mara story they did on Big Finish with who was it? Mark Platt wrote it. Bit of Modern Undead. Oh, David Collins there, and I do like Turlo looking awfully dodgy, right? Very, very sneaky Turlo. I like that sneaky look. More sneaky Turlo. I think he kind of got a bit dull afterwards. Desperately making Sarah Sutton more spankable. The guy behind him certainly thinks so. Look out, here come the Lazars. I'm looking forward to rewatching. Oh, at least we get some good Cleavers action, but covered up by the sodding PG. Get your PG shit out of there so I can see Janet Fielding's heaving cleavage, darling. That's what we want to see. We don't want to see a sodding P, sodding G. Pain in the arse. Okay, now we got the King's Demons. With the Master with his lowest rent plan of all time. I'm going to steal a robot and I'm going to take control of the back of the car. Like, really? It's just weird. For the second time this season, Barusa we're played by a different actor. I like you can see the reflection of my screen. That's freaky. Dun, 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 dun. It's really freaky. The greatest scene in Five Doctors amongst lots of great scenes. Special edition, 40th anniversary edition. Yeah, that's cool. That's damn cool. Directed by John Nathan Turner. Another reason to be impressed by him. And the final disc, we have the 95 version. And then, I was going to take the disc out. And then at the very back, you get a bit of Peter Davison, just like you want to see him on your wide fronts. Perfect, right? Perfect. So I think that's a good. I think it's more than a good set. I think it's freaking excellent. So the next. My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.